We'll go ahead and start with the first two games. It's going to start off with the Cavs, Celtics, and then followed by the Rockets, Warriors. Seems like a good way to start the NBA season off. The thing that I was more happy to see was that they're going to start the season 8 days earlier, try and avoid some of these guys getting rest and sitting out games. You guys like it or dislike it?
I'm down for whatever gives you the best product on the field. Or on the court. Like, if it makes them more rested, yeah, I'm for it.
Yeah, let them stretch the games out. Makes the season a little bit seem a little bit longer too. So
yeah, it's 8 days earlier that it starts, so you get an extra week. So it's not going to be as many of the back-to-backs or 3 and 5 night kind of deals.
Yeah, and you don't have to have like every team playing every other day. It's you can have 7 games or 5 games a night and stretch it out more. So it's nice.
I don't think it's going to completely get rid of guys like sitting and resting during games, but it'll at least help. You're not going to have 6 or 7 games where your whole roster is basically down.
Yeah, and they'll keep all the stars in there for the big games because it always seemed like last year the end of a back-to-back was a bigger game than everything else, and then all the stars were sitting out. So, and then what's interesting to see with it is we talked about it a little bit earlier in the week is NBA kind of challenging the NFL here a little bit, games on Sunday.
Yeah, how do you guys think that's going to work out?
Not the way I wanted to.
The NFL is probably pissed, honestly. They don't like that.
Do you think that the NBA is going to take viewers away from the NFL?
Absolutely. They'll get some.
For sure.
I want to say no, but...
Yeah, I think I'm with Rich.
I don't know. The NFL is just a monster. And so many people don't value the regular season of the NBA. Like, you got to really love the NBA.
Mm-hmm. They have to have some marquee matchups if they're going to try and bring people away from Sundays.
They're going to get their numbers.
They'll take viewers, but they won't. It won't be anything that is going to substantially hurt them. But I know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, people are going to watch. I just mean, are they going to get enough people that watch that maybe they could start throwing more games in because they're changing the way the people are viewing sports on Sundays? There's something more important than football.
I know, out here, I'm the lone Pacific time guy. I'll be watching because I know they'll have a game at 8 o'clock or something, and there is no more football at that time. So.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
And then I went to Hawaii in November, and they're 7 hours, 8 hours behind you guys. So they're fiending for something to watch. I know it's not the damn near the whole country, but there's people out there.
I would never be watching football live if I lived in Hawaii.
It was wild on Thanksgiving, man.
I'm not waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch a football game.
Right. I'm just not going to be a football fan at that point.
Well, it's even totally different out here, dude. California, that early game's at 10, and being an East Coast guy, it's so used to beer and wing specials at the bars, and out here it's mimosas and brunch specials, man. 10 a.m. kickoff, dude. It's wild to think about like that.
That's nice, though, because then you don't got to worry about all the pregame. You can just wake up and put the game on.
Dude, I don't even remember watching any of those shows anymore since I've been out here.
Right? Too early.
I got to prepare, man.
I find it interesting with the NBA schedule because they have to release it now, and what appears to be a good game to kick it off is a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cavs and Celtics. But is it going to be a good game? Is Kyrie still going to be on the Cavs? That could turn out to be a disastrous way to start your season off.
They weren't good games when they played in the playoffs.
Right?
Yeah.
True, but there's the draw at least, the allure of it.
It might be better because Kyrie might not be there.
And Boston didn't really get better, honestly, either. So, even if Kyrie leaves, I could still see LeBron giving the Celtics the business regardless.
On opening night, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Celtics are gonna have the same exact season. They're trying to be the new Raptors, basically. Hold it down in the regular season, and then once the playoffs comes, they're gonna get beat by somebody.
Well, see, that's gonna be the problem with the East. The talent level is so low that there's gonna be so many teams that think they're good and they're just not. And it's
teams are going to have false hope.
We won 48 games in the East. It's okay, but you would have won 32 if you were in the
Not
West.
even made the playoffs.
At the most.
Yeah, you got teams like the Wizards. The Wizards are a really good East team, but what would they do in the West, They probably don't make the playoffs.
It'd be close, yeah.
Yeah, they'll be right on the fringe.
And especially with how many people are now going over to the West, you get Paul George leading the East, going to the West, making
Yeah.
those teams stronger. Carmelo looks like he's eventually going to get traded to the West, whether it's the Blazers or the Rockets. It's another superstar that leaves.
I know you
Yeah.
got February 9th circled on the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
February 9th is when Jimmy returns to Chi-Town.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the schedule when it was released to see when we're on TV. It is the only game all season long that the Bulls are on national television.
Really? Well, that's
Yep.
what
And
we
it's
deserve.
Jimmy. And it's Jimmy. He brought
It's the only reason.
he brought the TV cameras with him.
The Lakers are on national TV 35 times.
Jesus.
Big ballers. That's
That's
why. Some big ballers.
He couldn't hold down the 4-point
Yeah.
4-point
He
shot
only
against
hit
Ice
one.
Cube.
Yeah.
Airballed the other ones.
Ice Cube only made 2, so it's not like he did much better.
Did you expect him to? As long as he beat him.
Yeah, right. I wish
If he
LeVar
would-
would have won.
It
No.
would've been
Oh,
so much
imagine
cooler
that.
if LeVar won.
Yeah.
We'd still be here.
So much cooler.
You would have heard more about him winning than you do him losing. No one even really said anything.
Yeah, no
That's
one
be-
cared.
That's because he would have kept on talking. Like he wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah.
He would have been
he's-
challenging Mike all over again.
That dude's too much.
He's the man.
It's crazy, though, with you mentioned all those players going west. Like, you figure it would be the other way. Like, why would you want to go to the west?
Yeah, I've thought that for years. Everybody keeps going to the Western Conference. The Western Conference has been the better conference for
Yeah.
the last 15 years at least. Why isn't anybody else being smart and doing what LeBron's doing and say, hey, I'll chill over here
I'll
where
take
there's
the easy
maybe
road.
Scared-
one team that I got to beat?
Scared of the best player in the league. That's why.
I was gonna say teams are ran better in the West, but I like Kevin's reason.
Scared, running.
Scared of
Right.
who? LeBron?
Yup, that's why everybody goes west. They don't want to mess with him. They know they can't get by him in the playoffs.
Yeah, until they got to play the Spurs or the Warriors and lose anyway. All these West teams are so good, but they can't beat those top teams.
Watch, a big injury to the Warriors this year.
Oh yeah, who's going down?
All of them.
That ankle,
Every last one of them.
that ankle of Steph Curry's is gonna be barking, man.
You better hope the dude from Space Jam comes down with that ball and takes everybody's powers. Takes
I hope-
Steph Curry's talents to Magic Mountain.
I hope so, because I'll shit on him even more.
So you guys interested at all in watching the game when CP3 goes back to LA for the first time?
Not really.
No. Do you think he'll get a cheer or a boo
That
from
man-
those fans?
Hold on, they need they need to drop rafters.
I was just gonna
streamers
say.
for the rafters for that
I
man.
understand what they
Like-
should do, but what do you think they're going to do, though?
I mean, fans don't know how to act.
Nah, they're gonna boo him. They should
They won't recognize the
praise
only time
him.
they've ever been good.
Is he
Exactly.
the best
On
player
team.
in Clippers history?
Can you name somebody else in Clippers history?
I was just
Bob
gonna
McAfee
say
played
that
for him,
shit.
right? Didn't he?
Didn't he?
Yeah.
See, we're all we're questioning it though.
Yeah, so
Yes,
they
he's
gotta
the
have
best.
that locked up then, right?
Yes, he's the
Yeah, I
best
can't think
Clipper.
of anybody else.
I mean,
apparently Blake Griffin's the Messiah now, so we'll see how that goes.
Yo, Blake Griffin is nice. I don't, like any of you would love to have Blake Griffin on your team.
No.
He would be the best player on the Bulls right now.
Oh, absolutely. But the Bulls
Well,
are trash.
come on, who wouldn't be? Like
So, but like you
So-
wouldn't take him as your best player.
35-year-old Dwayne Wade's our best player right now.
Yeah,
But like you wouldn't take him as your best player right now.
Well, I don't
No.
like Blake Griffin, so no.
exactly.
We're not gonna win with Blake Griffin as our best player.
Like he's
Why not?
one of those players that are good, but I don't think he's a player that's getting you into the title or anything. Like he's not going to impact your team that way.
Well, there's
Where-
only like a handful of players that are
Yeah. Where are the Clippers finishing this season now?
in the West.
Yeah. Lower half, I bet.
Well,
you
yeah.
think they're gonna be top 5?
No, absolutely not.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want Blake Griffin as my best
But you
player.
just said how good the West is and how bad the East is. So you're in the East. Like, where would they finish if he was on the Bulls in the East?
But that's what I'm saying. I don't want him on the team because I don't want to be one of those mediocre teams.
Probably right
I
where we
don't want to
finished
live.
this year,
I
honestly.
don't want to live in purgatory in the East and be like, well, we're making the playoffs.
Yeah, sliding
but
in
you're
on the last
trash. You're
day
not
of the
going to do
season.
anything in the playoffs. I'd rather just get lottery picks and try and get a superstar. I mean, we're going to trade him away because that's what we fucking
We
do.
had
but
one.
I was gonna say for what?
in the last decade, McCoy, we've had 2 of them. One of them blew all his knees away, and then we traded the other one away. Just bad luck.
Speaking of,
Good scouting.
So Bleacher Report put out their projections for every team, and the Bulls got the worst record in their projections, 20-62 on the year.
That's what you want, though.
That's absolutely what we want. But it doesn't matter because the ping pong balls don't always go your way.
they worked out pretty good for us last time.
Yes, they did.
So
Wow.
if you had the number 1 pick right now, who's this? I know you're the college guy over there. Who is
That's
it?
absolutely impossible to tell. I haven't seen any of these high school kids play yet, and it's going to be somebody that's a one and done.
Yeah,
Of
always
course.
is now.
I mean, who's the big name that's out there that's coming in this season as a number 1 recruit to Kentucky? Probably that kid. That's how it goes with that school.
I was just
Probably
watching
that
it
kid.
this morning.
I think
The
that
guy's
Marvin
supposed-
Bagley kid's supposed to
Yeah,
be
that's the guy.
up
He's
there,
supposed
yeah.
to announce his pick like today or tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll go to Kentucky. That's why we were just talking about this, actually, me and Straub the other day, about like Zion. And we were just both like, oh, it would be awesome if he goes to the UNC, but he's going to be on Kentucky. Like,
It's just how these things go
Yeah.
nowadays.
Kentucky's a lock to get 4 players that are top 10 and in the rankings, and then they all leave after the season. So
But
Yep.
you guys got to get a small guy though because you got Lori.
That is
Bulls?
You heard that? It got quiet.
listen, man.
true. McCoy just shook his head. You saw it?